Coming at you from Scratch Wolf Studio, it's Rage Across the Internet presents Wherever Gaia Takes Us, a Werewolf the Apocalypse Let's Play. Starring
Daniel Tyson as Ricochet.
M as Carly Emberstring.
CJ as Nightfang.
And I'm your storyteller, Porter. Wherever Gaia Takes Us, Chapter 13. You sit there in the bed, the goodbye letter from Dante in hand. The three of you staring over it, you can hear a normal general commotion coming from the kitchen. Quiet rumblings of the day-to-day. You can smell bacon wafting through the air. Your eyes fixated on the note.
Looking down at the letter, picking it up a few times, just to like look over it again, see if, see if there's something we missed, something about, when he's coming back, finding nothing, just dropping it. I don't know if this is the best time or the worst time for him to pull this shit.
What you mean by that?
He's a strider. They're known for being a little flaky every now and then. But just finished scouting out that meat packing plant yesterday, and now he's gone.
Just staring. Even forgetting to blink a few times. Close my eyes. Open them back up, hoping the letter was fake. Hoping it was pretend.
It's still there.
She's been missing for how long, and now it's important to go find her? Now? When we need him the most?
Yeah, but it was his totem that, gave him the message, so you can't really say no to that. Like, I know if Chimera showed up in my dreams telling me to do something, well, it wouldn't tell me to do something. It would be cryptic and vague about it, but you don't say no.
So I'm supposed to be mad at Owl.
And not both.
He didn't say how long. Could be a week, could be a month. I mean, people just kind of disappear sometimes and come back. That's the way the world works.
Yeah, he's not gone. Good.
I mean, sometimes they never come back, but sometimes they do.
That last part didn't help Carly. I think that's how
gonna do a face like, well, sorry.
But I do think that's how we need to think about this. Like, Ricochet, how about we both agree? Let's not worry about it as much. He's going to be back when he's back, and when he does, you punch him in the mouth for me.
Deal. Because if it wasn't for Owl, he'd get called a coward, too.
I'd say he's just a bit of an asshole who didn't bother to say bye.
No, I'll, as much as I don't want to, we'll cut him some slack. We'll see him when he gets back. We can't dwell. I can't dwell. We still have a fucking job to do. Let's go tell the others what we know.
We got a few things to tell them. Still can't fucking wait to find out the reactions to the weird parasite things. The ticks. Did we ever figure out what we're calling them?
Either one of those words works. Parasites, tick.
Just parasite, I guess.
I mean, come on, it's got to have a better name than that. There's ticks everywhere. I mean, Carly, you're the one that found them.
I mean, kind of.
No, we haven't seen Dodger.
anti-umbrellobiotics. I don't know.
We haven't
Just
seen
gold with
Dodger.
the bottom feeders.
We haven't seen Dodger in a little while. Maybe he knows about this already.
Yeah.
Fucking Dante. God damn it, you son of a bitch.
One thing at a time, man. Fucking
Yeah, I know.
save this. Bottle it up. We're gonna need it soon enough.
I'm pretty good at that. Bottling it up. Alright, let's get out there and be thankful he's making some more breakfast.
Grab the letter and fold it up.
Yeah, hold on to that.
Yeah, okay.
Heading out to front room with everybody else.
Let's go get some fucking bacon.
You exit the room and no one's there. There's a large serving tray, like in a cafeteria, that has little crumbles of bacon left over, but there's no food left. No, not really. All right.
I was going to say, why did we put that?
Just felt,
I was about to assume umbral shenanigans.
it just felt good, honestly. You make your way out of the bedroom. It's late morning. Almost afternoon. The sun is bright, filtering through the windows of the cabin. Again, you can, the scent of bacon, the sound of it sizzling on the stove. The scent wafts through the air, cutting through the dense fog of cigarette smoke. The combination perfectly masks the bone gnawer sleeping on the couch in Lupus. You make your way into the kitchen to where you see Dave at the stove cooking up the bacon. Bodhi and me are chomping down some bacon and eggs. Farfor, cigarette in hand, dipping a baguette into wine. They nod at you all. What?
Dipping a baguette
Carly-
in the wine. That is the most French thing ever.
It's true.
Carly's just going to make a face at dipping bread in wine.
Was Dodger there? So was everybody but Dodger?
I didn't mention Dodger. No. I also didn't mention Falling Leaf. Or KT. Or Lucinda.
I obviously, but the
Or-
rest of La Magnifique. I still can't fucking say it. The rest of La Magnifique.
La Magnifique.
Okay. Yeah, sit down and, can I help with anything?
Like morning and junk.
Morning?
Morning, everybody.
Nods ingredients given about. Well, I'll tell you what, Ricochet. You want to eat, and you grab some more bacon from the fridge. And wash your hands first.
You got it.
With soap.
I know how to do this.
The bone gnawer says otherwise.
I think that bandana would beg to differ as well to the existence of soap.
I'm actually going to take the bandana off and wash that while I'm washing my hands.
Ew.
I'll hang it outside to dry.
The top of his head is actually 3 shades lighter than the rest of his body. His head looks like a giant pimple now. Like you just pop it.
Oh, gross. I got spiked hair. I'm not bald in this story.
Is it like the frosted tip spike hair?
Almost. No frosted tips. But, like, if they were frosted tips, that's what it would look like. That doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't. It was a perfectly good joke.
No frosted tips. I'll grab some more bacon out of the fridge and offer to help out Dave cooking anything else he needs.
No, I'm fine. Have a seat.
Mm-hmm. Do so.
Carly's going to find a seat as well.
Yeah. Just before I find a seat, I'll toss the letter down onto the table. Look over to Bodhi. Well, Dante's fucked off.
Yeah. I saw him leave this morning. At least he left you a note.
Yeah, at least there's that.
You say anything before he walked out?
I mean, he probably told you what he needed to in the letter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just trying to gauge how pissed off we should be that he didn't, decide to tell us what he wrote in the letter.
Well,
I think we got some bigger issues first.
I mean, he did. That's what the note is. He didn't have to leave it.
Yeah.
We're Striders. It's our way, man.
I get it. It's still just, first time just having somebody bail like this, but yeah, at least he did leave the letter.
Yeah, if he didn't give a shit, he wouldn't have bothered with that.
So, have any of you guys been into the Umbra recently?
What, are you taking a survey?
Kinda.
Kind of, yeah. Just getting into the point we have.
Maybe just get to it.
The last time we were there with Dodger, we all saw the same thing, including Dodger. He felt very dead, empty.
Carly's making faces.
And we go check it out with Carly here just to, pick up some leads, try to figure out what to do next. And, well, she's seeing something we're not. She's seeing the Umbra alive and full of spirits. She's trying to figure out if you're seeing the same thing we were, or have you been seeing spirits everywhere?
Was it just Dodger who was seeing the same things we were? Or is it all of us?
This is, This is too early for this shit. Make sense of this, huh? Yeah, what are you talking about?
I mean, if we want to come out and say it, you guys might have tics that are keeping you from seeing the spirits.
I'm just gonna facepalm. Oh.
Mia and Bodhi
Oh
sure
my. Okay.
Go ahead, Carly.
I
Maybe you can say a little better than we could.
I think I can. Holy crap.
Hey, just trying to stop being around the bush.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, boys. I'd refrain from telling people they have tics. Okay, so when they took me into the Umbra, I was obviously seeing spirits. One thing led to another. We pulled these weird parasites off of each of the guys. After we did so, they were able to see everything that was in the Umbra. It's like there was some kind of antiopic parasite on them.
Not like one of the word of the day
Antioptic?
calendars.
Well, anti means not, optic or opic. I think both of those mean eye or vision or related to. Anyways, there's some kind of spirit parasite perhaps on you if you're unable to see things in the Umbra. We pulled them off of them and they're able to see now.
There's a pointed silence here. The members of La Magnifique sharing glances. Everything from confusion to disbelief.
Told you we should have saved one.
So it can attach again? No.
Oh, put in a jar or something. We would have just dropped it on the table here.
Well, like I said, we know Dodger is the same thing we had. If he couldn't see it just like we couldn't, we know Dodger is at least has one of these parasites. Just none of the rest of you were there with us, so.
Like, I will say one way to know for sure is if you have somebody check and if they mess with it, it hurts like hell. Also, I'm not fucking checking Carter if anybody asks.
This is, Mia, grab the karate kids.
Grab the what? The Karate Kids?
Yeah, that's what I said. For the podcast.
I'm just making sure that's what you said.
I think just like a little bit of a facepalm, like, oh god, really?
Mia stands up, heading outside. Anyone bothering to look past, you can see in the distance, out on the lake, it looks like Dodger and Falling Leaf are both standing in a canoe.
The Karate, okay.
Each on one foot facing each other. She walks down to the shoreline, hands at her hips, looking at the two of them. It's like a couple of fucking lawn ornaments out there. She shakes her head, reaching down, pulling a rock from the floor. She winds up tossing it out. You could see it beat off the side of Dodger's head. He falls into the water, which of course tips the boat. She makes a waving gesture, returning back inside, and within a couple of minutes, a soaking Falling Leaf and Dodger enter the kitchen.
As soon as Mia walks back in, I'm like, nice toss.
Yeah. I take it there is something important to discuss.
Yep.
Hey, Dodger, you remember how we went to that little campsite and everything in the Umbra just seemed dead?
Why, yes. The Umbra is oddly quiet on this island.
It's not, and we kind of figured out why. Charlie, you want to take the lead on this one since you did such a great job explaining it?
I'm guessing you're wondering why I've gathered you all here today.
Perfect.
You all have a parasite.
And you gave me shit about my delivery?
Mine was better.
Listen, I'm on
I
antibiotics.
told him I had a tick.
Antibiotics will not fight against a parasite. It's also some kind of spirit parasite. But yeah, it's some kind of spiritual parasite on you, preventing you from seeing the Umbra. Antiopic parasite, I don't know, playing around with that. I was able to see lots of spirits there. They weren't. Pulled them off of the boys. Now they can see.
This thing, you could see, it's like a bump under the skin, and you can...
It's a bump on the skin, like it's physically on the skin.
Right, but it tried burrowing itself even deeper into my flesh before we pulled it out.
I'll nod.
And it's almost instantaneous. The Umbra came alive.
Yeah, it can live through quite a bit too. It was right in his armpit.
It's in my hairline.
Yeah, I'm just
You
gonna
don't want to know where it was for Dante.
You're only proving my point here.
Just gonna do the double eyebrow raise at you.
It was savage.
Yeah, I know, it was pretty fun.
Thought it was just going to slip under the radar, too.
All right, so I think the easiest thing would be is to there to be a sacrificial lamb here. Go into Lupus, maybe in the Umbra. I don't know if we need to be there or not. And then you guys can just check them, and then see if you can find one. I'm going to put my finger on my nose.
Same.
Like I said, Dodger, we know you were with us. You saw the same thing we did. I don't know about the rest of you. Putting my hand out, waving to the rest of La Magnifique. But we do know that, like Ed said, it was, you start to mess with it. It hurts like hell. And it will try to burrow itself deeper.
A few moments pass. And the members of La Magnifique, along with Falling Leaf at Twilight, shift into the Umbra. Dave, the last ones ago, takes a pointed look at Night Fang. Don't fuck up that bacon while I'm gone.
Do my best.
Yeah, at that point, everyone's gone. I'm just going to eat my food.
Anything's gonna have to check Carter.
Yeah, he's still sleeping on the couch.
Okay, then I'm going to wake up, or I'm going to go nudge him awake.
Just tip the couch. Wake him up.
No, I'm not going to be that mean.
Oh, the fuck, man. What do you want?
Hit the Umbra, join the rest of your pack.
Fuck you.
I'm telling you right now, do it quickly.
You ain't telling me a fucking thing, Clive.
I'm going to suggest you do it now.
Is he in Lupus or is he in Hamid?
He's an Hamid.
Now he's in Hamid?
Yes.
Okay. Who he was in Lupus. Just...
Well, you woke him up. Shut up.
Okay.
What's he look like again?
Carter is a wiry 5'8". He has a dirty.
I mean, dirty.
No, yeah, obviously his clothes are dirty and unkempt. He's got rather pronounced large ears that make him look somewhat like a monkey. And he keeps his light brown hair about 5-6 inches in length. It's just mussed in general.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Are you going to check him?
I don't know if I would be able to see it here. I'm going to stare at him for a little bit. Whatever exposed skin there is.
He kind of rolls over. You can see the back of his neck. The cavernous fucking shade behind his ears. Back of his forearms and whatnot. His bare feet. There are various stages of gray to flat out black. Nails slightly overgrown. Little fungi there. Smells like week old milk and burnt hair.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'd be able to see it here.
Carter. I kind of kick him now. Just a light kick. A light kick. It's more of a tap with the toe.
Which one is it?
A light tap.
Are you tapping him with your toe or are you kicking him? Because those are different things.
A light tap with the toe.
One of these is going to get you pistol whipped. You
I
understand
know
that, right?
that. Yes, I do know that. That's why it's a light tap with the toe.
He turns around again. His eyes are open. He does not look pleased. Motherfucker, what do you need?
This is kind of important. You might have something on you. Some kind of parasite.
And a spiritual one, not a real one. Well, not like a physical one.
He sits up, rubbing his eyes, inhaling sharply.
Your friends went into the Umbra to check themselves.
Let me tell you something, Ricochet.
I'm listening.
You interrupt my nap for nothing. I find out this is about nothing. I'm going to come back in. You ain't going to walk too good no more. You understand me?
I understand. It's also that important. If you've got nothing, I'll take my licks.
Your permission is very important to me.
No, I know it's not. I'm just saying I'm taking responsibility, and this is pretty fucking important.
He stands up and stretches. Looking around. Immediately walks past the two of you to go to the kitchen. How's that bacon looking?
He's just doing whatever he's seen in movies and TV because nobody's actually taught him how to cook. He's picking up the pan, like shaking it around, trying to flip every once in a while. I'm willing to roll.
That's good enough as bacon.
I love that. Man, what would that be?
What, cooking?
Craft?
You're gonna make a roll for it?
Yeah. Yes, I am.
Yeah, man.
Fuck it, yeah. Wits crafts.
Survival.
It's crafts, okay. If 6 or
Yes.
3 successes.
All right. He walks up to you and pulls a couple pieces of bacon. They're just about right. He then looks over and turns the heat down. Now where the fuck is everybody?
Umbra.
The Umbra. Checking for a parasite.
Yeah, I'm looking at him right here. He points to Ricochet. Because you've irritated him this morning. And a couple minutes later, T2 vanishes.
I was hoping the rest of them came back before he left. So what's the over-under? I'm going to get punched in the face.
Well, hopefully they can see it,
Oh, I still
but they
think
can't see it. Maybe you should go check on them.
so I can get punched there?
I mean, I'm not sure if they'll be able to see it. I don't know how it works.
I mean, they trust us enough.
I feel like I should go check.
That's up to you.
Mia pops back in, as if on cue, pops back into the realm. Okay, like, how did this happen again?
We don't know that part.
Do you need my help?
No, like, this is like a real thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have one, so I could see it.
Like, we could see them. They're there. Just. What the fuck is this?
Yeah, we don't know where it came from.
You figured before trying to chase down a lead, we make sure that you guys can see of it all as well.
Where have you guys been that I haven't?
That's a good question.
Like, everywhere?
Oh, could be any of those places.
You eaten anything from the Wendy's yet? Dave's?
No. I have only eaten things from here and whatever slop they were giving me.
Slap there given from the prison place.
Yeah, Porter, put it to you up.
Yeah. I don't recall. Because it's been a while, and shame on me. Has Carly told any of the others? Not you guys, but the NPCs. Her story?
I think there was a few of them. Oh, wait.
Not like the
I know
whole thing.
we have, but
Well, right, like you
I don't
guys, but
think
that's
the rest of the
not.
podcast.
Yeah, okay. It was, there was, what's his face left like some wine and bread for her to drink and then left. I'm not sure if I had told them before or after what had happened.
Mia looks around to the lot of you. Her brow furrows. A few moments later, the rest of La Magnifique show up, once again returning. Various levels of confusion on their faces. Farfor moves to the head of the table. He sits down slowly, lights up a cigarette. I think you should start from the beginning, mademoiselle.
I'm going to point to myself with a confused look on my face.
Yeah, the rest of the La Magnifique looks directly at you. Bodhi speaks up. Can we start with, who are you again?
Carly is my name. I was born on a dark and stormy night.
That's fantastic.
We'll save you the trouble, though, right? Carly begins to explain. She goes over her encounter at the Waffle House, her capture, her stay in the holding cells in the facility that Falling Leaf was also in. She speaks in detail about finding the parasites on each one of the members of the DreamChasers. Everything up to the discovery of the facility last night.
So I've told the entire story up to the pulling the parasites off?
No, up to finding the facility.
Oh, okay. So yeah, then we followed the scent to the this tunnel. There was a tunnel in the middle of a field, and there was like a door there. We broke in. And we broke out. Killed a few people. Oh, it was a meat packing plant.
Yeah, the basement of this meat packing plant. There's
those vans that
the
van that picked up the thing, the big skull-faced pig.
Yeah. The vans, the green vans from the other week.
So there's this underground facility. We broke into it. Kind of. We just snuck in, really. Killed the security guards. And then on their... we were in the control room, like, with all the cameras. They had a gun room, like, with all kinds of weapons. They had, like, a shooting range. There was, like, some barracks down there. They had lots of cameras. And then the elevator, there was an elevator in that same room. When we took the elevator up, we were in the meatpacking plant. In the industrial district.
Just a fairly normal meatpacking plant and everything. Nothing nothing James Bond showing up.
Oh, I stole a key card. I'll put the key card on the table. 2 key cards.
Far 4 picks it up. Looking over the key card. Well, we won't be needing to send my people undercover, son. Corley. Do we believe this is the same facility that you and I were being held in?
My recollection, were there, like, did we see any, like, pins or anything like that on the cameras?
Pins on the cameras?
Pins, like where people were being kept, cells?
Oh! Couldn't great. I don't believe you saw any, but that doesn't necessarily...
No. Didn't see any, like, cells on the camera, but there were, like, this is where the van went that had kidnapped the skull pig thing. And so if it's
roadkill,
I mean, it was kind of still alive, I think, wasn't it? I can't remember. I wasn't the one that found it.
Well,
and he's gone.
We're assuming it was still alive because you had mentioned they didn't want dead things.
If it's the same place. I don't know if it's the same place.
No.
Were their outfits the same?
Their outfits were the same.
Same as our captors, too?
As far as we know, yeah. They're...
Storyteller, were they the same outfits?
Yes.
As our captor?
Yeah, that part.
And the location of the facility, the meatpacking plant, versus the location of the storage facility where you guys found or where Carly escaped from and found Leafless are nowhere near each other.
No, I knew that part.
But it's been a while, so I want to remind everybody. That's all. Go ahead.
They wore the same uniforms.
We don't know if they're physically connected, but if they are, that is a very large underground tunnel. There's a bit of a distance between those two places, but it doesn't mean they're not connected. It's still very, very possible.
The facility we found you at, Fallen Leaf, was in the industrial area underneath the storage lot. Where the meatpacking plant facility, we found that cliff pointing to Dodger, the cliff on our way down to go rescue, or no, not Dodger. It was Carter that went with us. Right, the cliff where we saw that tunnel in the road.
It was Dave.
Oh, yeah, fucking hell. Cheddar.
Yep, Cheddar.
Yeah. Keep fucking that up, Cheddar and Carter. So, yeah, it's like one of those things. Keep trying to explain it. Keep pointing to somebody else before settling on Dave. When you got shot.
Well, and they also wore the same outfits or uniforms, and often the simplest explanation is likely the correct one. I doubt that there's two completely different entities at work here.
Yeah, it's the same people, just maybe two different locations, and then possibly the same, just connected somehow.
Or two heads of the Hydra. Same body, two different things.
And are we really considering that Wendy's is serving up Skull Pig?
Yeah.
You didn't see Kyle, man. You did not see Kyle when we went to the Wendy's.
Yeah, Kyle was definitely wormed up.
I looked at the fridge of the meatpacking plant itself, and it seems pretty normal. But whenever I was at the breakfast place before I was taken, there was some kind of worm-possessed creature, likely with some kind, exposed to some kind of taint. So, maybe. In very small percentages. Or they're experimenting on it enough for it to kind of glaze in, maybe.
So one of every 50 of those cows in that packing plant just happens to be Skull Pig?
I didn't see any Skull Pig in the actual meatpacking plant, but they did definitely kidnap one. Pignap?
I don't think I should be the first one to point out that cows and pigs are very different animals.
Making hot dogs, then.
I mean, I'm sure they do sell sausages, too.
Yeah, it's a meat packing facility. There's not just one. But we did go up.
I was going to say, don't forget they put bacon on the Baconator.
In the security room was a secret elevator. That's how we got into the meat processing plant. And from there, I'll draw a little makeshift map for them.
Farfor waves you off for a second. Gesturing to Dave. Gives the blueprint. Moments pass, Dave returns with the plans to the meatpacking plant. And rolls it on the table. A couple salt shakers, pinning it down. This is what Dave pulled out from in public record. Show me.
Yep. Start pointing to the different locations that we all saw. I guess I would start at the office that we came up from the elevator. Upstairs, this is just This is normal. This is their normal. This is a normal job. This is a legit business.
What are we looking at here?
Dave brought out the blueprints of the meat packing plant.
Yes.
Are there any words on it?
What kind of words are we looking for?
Like names of the building? Like, is it titled anything? Are there any cryptic words on there at all? But does it have a title is my main question.
Well, it's labeled the Golden Way Meatpacking Plant. You know, it's standard blueprints filed with the city. I mean, except the word giant trap and worm, balefire fountains.
Skull pig storage.
Yeah. There's a weird spirally glyph like right in the middle that says dangerous don't.
Okay. Brilliant.
Man, we haven't had a dangerous don't in a while. That felt nice. No, you know, standard blueprints, like I said, just filed with the city. This is public record shit.
Is the basement on those blueprints?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
You crazy? That goes back to the dangerous don't shit. Yeah, right?
What is on the blueprint? I'm going to point to where the elevator was. What is there on the official blueprint?
Office.
Yeah, I was just going to say security office.
How about I look at my map?
It was like a break room or locker room.
That's where the elevator was.
Yeah. Yep. The office. Yes. That's where we started downstairs. That's their security. And they have a lot of cameras. Mainly outside of the facility, especially around that tunnel. The problem is how many there are. There's no way they didn't see us.
I was also going to say, and with the mess Carly made, there's... Yeah, no way they didn't know we were there.
Yeah, they were waiting for us to come back down.
I wouldn't call it a mess.
No, it was a fucking disaster. Are you kidding me?
Looked like Carrie.
No, it was very successful.
Doesn't make it any less of a mess. It was a successful mess.
If there was this tunnel.
Do you have a map of the area around the building?
They do not.
Pointing to Cheddar, it was the way we went to go rescue Dodger and Dante. It was at the bottom of that cliff. That was where the tunnel entrance was. We found that and a big door.
Okay, but show it to us on
That's
this
how
blueprint.
we got in.
It's not in the blueprint. It's
I know it's a good
ways.
ways off.
Right, but where
If I
would
had
it
to
be?
pick, it'd be like trying to figure out spatially, point to like this area was like a big parking lot. It came off of there to just that way in general. We weren't tracking really how long the cave was, but where the tunnel was, but that's roughly where it was because there was the security checkpoint. We made the choice to go up, and then we found the meatpacking plant. We didn't get to explore downstairs much before, we had a choke point to worry about.
So you're saying that they point to the blueprints, of course, that the tunnel came out about here. The blueprint itself that shows
just like
that shows the area grazing. This is where they filter the cattle in for the kill floor. So obviously,
just
secret
like point.
tunnel isn't going to be on the fucking blueprint.
Well, yeah, clearly. But we had an idea where
just
the
point like a few inches down.
So if we knew this was the security office and we got out of the tunnel, this is the first place off the tunnel. So you can only assume, again, pointing at the blueprints, your secret tunnel would be right here.
What do you think, old man? Falling Leaf takes a few steps back, looking at you. The blueprints on the table. He runs a finger over a scar, just around his left temple. Your actions last night did not go unnoticed. They could not have.
No.
You saw a lot of them arming up.
Yeah, they were heading to us. They were probably waiting for us to come back down that elevator. Could see on the security feed their armory. All of them, as many as I saw, collecting weapons. I just knew us going back down there would have been an ambush. We went out the back exit so we could all go home. Tactical retreat.
And our presence upon my escape did not go unnoticed. They cannot be everywhere at once.
No, but we can probably assume they're going to beef up security.
These places are far too distant. The space between them. Perhaps if we divide our forces, they cannot be everywhere at once.
Are you saying we should hit the meatpacking facility as well as the storage facility at the same time?
Like, yeah.
I didn't conquer.
There's a way into the storage facility from the sewers.
Yeah, Carly, do you think you would remember the way?
Maybe. I was still a little bit drugged when I left.
Understandable. We still know the other point of entrance at the storage facility. Also, I'm not crawling around in a sewer, okay?
It's not that bad.
So then you want to knock on the front door of the meatpacking facility, huh?
No one is suggesting that, Ricochet.
Maybe it's not a bad idea, though. You send a stealth team through the sewers, and you send a welcome party at the front door of the other one. Yeah.
You're talking about two different locations.
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure you know.
Mm-hmm. Didn't we say we want to hit them both at the same time?
Yeah. Okay. Just clarifying is all.
Yep.
Why have two different facilities?
That's
So you don't mix your brands of evil?
All right, well, like, you guys have been to both places, but if we're splitting this up, we need to even up the groups a bit. Dodger, Carter, you'll stick with Bodhi, Farfor, and I. We'll take the storage facility. Dave, call it a hunch. Keep an eye on KT. I don't like the idea of all of us. If this goes FUBAR, I don't want her unprotected.
Agreed.
Objections?
Where am I going?
You'll stick with Falling Leaf and the DreamChasers.
Okay.
Sounds like solid teams, Mia.
Well, we'll see which one of us draws the short straw, right? Like, Dave, can you go back to public records and get us, that storage, the U-storage thing? I know it won't be much, but it'll give us an idea, right? Yeah, I can make that happen.
Where we found those cells, we were only a couple floors down. But we know there were more floors to go. That went deep into the ground.
If you do what we did and knocked out the power, chances are you might open up some of those cells and give them something to deal with.
Bodhi starts shuffling through the papers on the table, pulling out a map, generally speaking, of the town. So, Carly, do you think you could show us like a rough idea maybe of where you came up from the sewers?
Maybe. Let me see. I'm gonna look at the map for a little while. I think it was over here. So I kind of remember seeing this building.
Yeah, they
Or at least how it's labeled. It seems like that would have been the building.
intent nods and notations made on the map. Like, all right, so we could send Carter. Man, why always get these assignments? Are we really asking?
If there's a dead body in the entrance, you got the right place.
If there's still a dead body at the entrance, I have other concerns. Like, get moving, Carter. Go check out the shit water. See if it's okay. Don't go too far in, though. We're not making our move until nightfall.
I'll look up and good luck, Carter.
Don't fuck it up. He gives a bit of a nod as he starts making his way the fuck out of the cabin.
I'm just happy he didn't punch me. Means I was right.
Or it means that your pack might need you in one piece.
That too.
Just looking over the meat packing plant, trying to piece together in his mind the layout of what we saw, at least by the cameras. Just looking up to the Magnifique for a moment. Guys, got any advice? First time raiding a place like this?
Farfor and Mia get a little closer. Well, like, obviously, what we've got here for the blueprints isn't what you're going to see downstairs, right?
Clearly.
Yeah.
But you had a little experience down there, which is good. They're going to be ready for you. We've made too much noise on this fucking island for them to not be, especially now that we're knocking on their front door. But remember why you are there. This is exploration, knowledge gathering, n'est-ce pas?
Yes.
Yeah, like, you smash the place up, fine, but we got to find out what they're doing here. That means, like, you know, observe, gather any information that you can. Don't get shot up to pieces, but you're going to have to discuss how you want to play it.
Yeah.
That's on you guys. But make sure you have a plan.
Yeah. That's something we figured out after last time. Let's have a plan before we go in.
At this point, I'm staring at the map, pointing in different locations from where I'm sitting, just kind of like repeating different locations in my head. We could go in as the shift is coming out. A lot of people work there. Can get a little hectic. They might not see us.
But I don't think... They might not, but I don't think we'll blend in with the general people who be coming out or going in. Like to Falling Leaf, maybe he might if he, like, dresses up for it, but I don't think any of us will.
We really don't have to blend in, though. And if we do, it's only for a few seconds, just to get in. I don't see us just going in stealth and becoming invisible for that amount of time.
Can always enter from the Umbra for the most part. Just you go in quiet, get to where the elevator is, figure out a way down. They won't know we're there till we pop out. Or go similar way we went in.
I don't know. I think going in the same way, they're just waiting. Especially underground. But the way we came out. But they know we left that way too.
Yeah, This is where I'm thinking we need to rely on the Umbra a lot more this time around to get in.
You're absolutely right.
Charlie, you got any takes?
You asked me something?
Yeah, you got any ideas? Any opinions you want to throw in?
We tried the Umbra at the tunnel, and there was webs there in the way. And on the other hand, I'm not sure how pleasant that's going to be meat packing plant wise. And I don't think that the elevator works in the Umbra.
It'll probably just be a hole there.
Not one I'm
As long as,
gonna
figuring
jump
out a way
down.
No, but the other
Bring like
entrance,
rope or something.
the other entrance, though, we can sneak in that facility from the meatpacking plant. Maybe we have to jump down, but I feel like there'll be a little less security there than there was at the tunnel.
Well, there wasn't much security at the tunnel at all.
So there was enough. They knew we were there. There was enough cameras.
They
It'd
didn't
be
know we
also
were there.
Easier too.
Killed them.
Yeah,
It
but
would be easier to put a lot of guards at the end of a tunnel to a secret lair than putting a lot of like armed people in a meatpacking plant. Like I said, we bring a rope or something, and if it's long enough, we can rappel down the elevator. Go through the Umbra, since it's not going to be there. Or take the elevator.
Shit, a Boondock Saints flashback.
so did I.
You and your fucking rope.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, is he thinking?
Oh, that's awesome.
I will say Night Fang's having just a little mental image of Batman and Robin going down a building.
Which one of these two are you putting in the short pants? Yeah.
Which one? The pair.
Say which one's Robin? Answer. Get in trouble.
Well, fuck it. Ricochet, since he's not alpha of the pack.
You are.
He's the default Robin.
Get your little elf shoes and your...
Sweet.
Hey, why does Batman wear all black? He doesn't want to get shot. Why does Robin wear red and yellow? Batman doesn't want to get shot.
Nice.
I mean, we snuck in easy enough last time. They didn't see us until...
But they know we're coming this time.
We also used the realm last time to sneak in.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
Oh,
We
wait,
did the
yeah, we
whole
did.
shroud thing and got them to
yeah.
open the door.
Yeah, I did do that. Well, I didn't get them to open the door. They were just leaving.
Yeah, we did just get lucky. I don't know if the tunnel... I mean, if we want to go, hey, motherfuckers, we're here, we know you've been waiting for us, then yeah, we hit that tunnel. But if we want to go a little bit more stealth, and I think the other exits are better shot.
Yeah. I'm having a similar thought.
But yeah,
It's just how we're getting down the elevator without them knowing.
well, there's the thing, right? We can hit the Umbra. We can get in. Once we're in, then we can go down. We can come back to the realm. But we got to get in first. And I think us getting in, that's our stealth move. But once we're down there, it won't take long for them to realize that we are.
We have key
If we could-
cards.
Yeah, we do.
I mean, maybe. We can't guarantee those are going to work. Again, if they know we're coming back.
I mean, they might know we stole one off the guy, but they don't know we took one out the car. One of them's got to work.
The members of La Magnifique grab the maps relevant to them. With a few silent nods, start to move their way. we'll meet back, like, somewhere between 10 and 11. I want to focus on somewhere around midnight for our assault.
Agreed.
Okay.
Like, we'll see you then. Keep working at it. And with that, La Magnifique leave the cabin. And that'll do it for now. Make sure to tune in 2 weeks for the next chapter of Wherever Gaia Takes Us, and next week for the regular episode of Rage Across the Internet. If you like what we do, tell your friends, tell your family, tell everybody, and you can always jump onto our Ko-Fi to give us a little support that, oh, trust me, we desperately need. You can find that at ko-fi/Rage Across the Internet, and you can find us here, the same place you found us last week. So be sure to tune in and have some fun with us. You take it easy.